Welcome to Flex Fusion, where science meets strength. From muscle-building hacks to body-boosting facts, we break down the real truth behind fitness, health, and performance. Let's fuse knowledge with power. Do you wake up feeling drained, even after a full night's sleep? Do you hit that afternoon crash like clockwork? You're not alone, and it's not just about needing more rest. Let's break down the real reasons behind chronic fatigue and how to finally fix it. We're going to cover everything from sleep quality and nutrition to stress management and mental breaks. So if you're ready to ditch the fatigue and reclaim your energy, stick around. First things first, let's talk about sleep. And no, I'm not just going to tell you to get 8 hours and call it a day. It's not just about the quantity of your sleep, but the quality. You could be logging in 7 or 8 hours, but if it's constantly interrupted or you're not hitting those deep sleep cycles, you're going to wake up feeling just as tired as if you pulled an all-nighter. So, what's sabotaging your sleep quality? Well, one of the biggest culprits is blue light. That's the light emitted from your phone, your laptop, your TV, basically all the screens we're glued to all day long. This blue light messes with your melatonin production, which is the hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycle. And when melatonin is out of whack, so is your sleep. Another thing that can throw your sleep cycle off is an inconsistent sleep schedule. Your body thrives on routine, so going to bed and waking up at different times each day is like throwing a wrench in your internal clock. And lastly, we can't forget about everyone's favorite pick-me-up caffeine. Now, I'm not saying you have to give up your morning coffee, but if you're relying on caffeine to get through the day and then hitting the espresso again in the afternoon, you're creating a vicious cycle of sleep deprivation. Let's talk about what you're putting into your body. Just like a car can't run on empty, your body can't function properly without the right fuel. And if you're constantly reaching for sugary snacks, processed foods, and refined carbs, you're essentially running on fumes. These foods might give you a quick burst of energy, but it's followed by a crash that leaves you feeling more drained than before. Instead, focus on eating whole, unprocessed foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. These foods provide sustained energy and nourish your body at a cellular level. And speaking of nutrients, certain deficiencies can also contribute to fatigue. Iron deficiency is a common culprit, especially among women. Iron helps carry oxygen throughout the body, so when you're low on iron, you might experience fatigue, weakness, and shortness of breath. Other deficiencies to be aware of include vitamin D, B vitamins, and magnesium. These nutrients play crucial roles in energy production, so even a mild deficiency can impact your energy levels. If you suspect you might be deficient in any of these nutrients, it's always best to talk to your doctor and get your levels checked. I know, when you're already feeling exhausted, the last thing you want to do is hit the gym. But here's the thing. Exercise is actually one of the best things you can do to boost your energy levels. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but trust me on this one. When you engage in physical activity, you increase blood flow throughout your body, including your brain. This delivers oxygen and nutrients to your cells, which helps them function more efficiently. Exercise also helps improve your body's ability to use oxygen, which means you'll have more energy to power through your day. And it's not just about intense workouts. Even moderate exercise like brisk walking, swimming, or dancing can make a big difference. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. You can even break it up into shorter intervals throughout the day if that's easier to fit into your schedule. Let's talk about stress. We all experience it, but chronic, unrelenting stress can absolutely tank your energy levels. When you're constantly stressed, your body goes into fight or flight mode, releasing a surge of hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. This is your body's natural response to perceived danger, and in short bursts, it can be helpful. But when this stress response is activated day in and day out, it takes a toll on your body. You might experience fatigue, difficulty sleeping, changes in appetite, digestive issues, and even a weakened immune system. So, what can you do about it? Well, the first step is to identify the sources of stress in your life. Are there any stressors you can eliminate or reduce? Once you've identified your stressors, you can start to explore different stress management techniques. This might include things like exercise, meditation, yoga, deep breathing exercises, or spending time in nature. Find what works for you and make it a regular part of your routine. In today's fast-paced, always-on world, it's easy to fall into the trap of mental overload. We're constantly bombarded with information, notifications, and demands on our attention. And while our brains are amazing organs, they're not designed for this constant stimulation. Just like any other muscle in your body, your brain needs time to rest and recharge. If you're constantly pushing yourself mentally, you're going to experience mental fatigue, which can manifest as brain fog, difficulty concentrating, irritability, and yes, even physical fatigue. So, how do you combat mental fatigue? Well, one of the best things you can do is to incorporate regular breaks into your day. Step away from your work, put down your phone, and give your brain a chance to disconnect. You can also try activities that help calm and focus your mind, such as meditation, mindfulness, or spending time in nature. So, what can you do today to start feeling more energized? Well, I'm going to give you a few actionable steps you can implement right away. First, prioritize your sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. Make sure your bedroom is cool, dark, and quiet, and avoid screens for at least an hour before bed. Next, fuel your body with nutrient-rich foods. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. And make sure you're staying hydrated throughout the day. Movement is key too. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. And don't forget about stress management. Find healthy ways to cope with stress, such as exercise, meditation, yoga, or spending time in nature. And lastly, give your brain a break. Incorporate regular breaks into your day, disconnect from technology, and engage in activities that help calm and focus your mind. Thanks for watching Flex Fusion, where health meets hustle. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the facts behind the fitness. Stay strong, stay smart. We'll see you in the next one. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to Flex Fusion for more science-backed health and fitness tips. Remember, small changes can make a big difference when it comes to your energy levels. So, start incorporating these tips into your daily routine and I guarantee you'll start feeling more energized and ready to take on the day. Stay strong, stay sharp, and stay energized. I'll see you in the next one.